Get back to Bob Clark, but his big message tonight: St. Louis needs these data centers to compete and to grow. First Alert 4's Jeffrey Bullard reports Clark says he is willing to work with those who are opposed to get this deal done.
We're going to have to convince the community that it's good for their community.
Founder of St. Louis-grown Clayco, Bob Clark, pushing forward in the face of a new lawsuit from Festus residents over a data center. Clark's companies focus on development, real estate, and engineering. His subsidiary, CRG, is behind the Festus data center plans.
I'll tell you from my perspective that Clayco, under no circumstance, violated any laws, any rules, that we acted appropriately through the entire process.
The other reason Clark is now going on record: 4 Festus council members voted out a week ago, means big leadership changes ahead. Clark says it's time now to work together. We recently heard from homeowners who live next to this project who say they are concerned about what it will do to the environment, from the air to the noise to the water supply.
I think a lot of people are overlooking a lot of these things and just trying to dismiss them and move quickly through them, but I think there's a lot more research that needs to be done.
We are committed to not having any degradation to the water service of anybody in the community. We won't build the project if we can't do it safely.
A point of concern on Clark's side is being left behind economically.
How much different will Festus be when their budget is doubled?
Right now, the city of Festus brings in just under $40 million a year. Clark says this data center would bring in an extra $40 million each year.
I feel overly like I want this project to happen in the eastern region of Missouri because I don't want Missouri to be left off the map. I think in 10 years it would be a terrific travesty for our community to turn back all of these data centers and watch all of this economic benefit happen in Kansas City, which is happening right now, Ohio, Washington State, Oregon, which is a huge beneficiary of the data center boom there.
Clark says his project could break ground in 6 to 9 months, and if it does, he adds half of the $6 billion investment will go towards local union construction companies. Once it's completed, it would add around 100 to 200 jobs. Clark says he is ready to work with the new city council, but he reiterated many times today that these new city council members do not speak for the entire community despite the turnout. We also asked about possible buyouts today for the homes nearest to this project. He says at this time they're open to that idea, but don't think homeowners will want to. In the newsroom, Jeffrey Bullard, First Alert 4.